The Great Woodland Gather. Good morning, Mom, said Junior 1 and 2. Today is the big day. Yes, sons, I know, it's a big day indeed, and I too am excited. Let's gather the food so we can attend the Great Gather. Okay, Mom, replied Junior 1 and 2, and off they went. We did it, Mom. We did it. We gathered all the acorn we could find, and now we have our share of the bounty. Yes, sons, we did it. We can now be on our way to the Great Gather. Hooray, rabbits! We have gathered all our bounty, and now we can take our harvest to the Great Gather. Let's go. My fellow hedgehog brothers and sisters, we have done it again. We gathered all our delectables and have made another delicious cake for the Great Gather. Let's take our cake to the Great Gather. Awesome teamwork, foxes. Look at all we have gathered. We even managed to bake a very big delicious pie. We can now bring our bounty to the Great Gather. My fellow deers, our corn harvest is bountiful this year. We should be very thankful for this great harvest. God has rewarded our unity and hard work. Come, deers. Off to the Great Gather we go. Look at all the fish we've gathered. We have done well, ducks. Let me hear a big quack for the awesome work we have done. Okay, ducks, to the Great Gather we go with our bounty. We have collected all the honey we could find, and I am quite pleased with our harvest. Bears, you should all be very proud of yourselves. Good job, everyone. Now let's take our honey to the Great Gather. My fellow raccoons, we have worked tirelessly gathering all this delicious food, and I know it's the day of our annual Great Woodland Gather, and it's the custom for all the inhabitants of Woodland to bring their harvest to the Great Woodland Gather, so we can all give thanks, celebrate and share our harvest equally, so that everyone in Woodland have enough food to last through the winter. But I reckon we should hide majority of our harvest this year and keep it for ourselves and pretend our harvest was very little this year, and that way we'll get even more food from the distribution to add to our already big bounty. So, what say ye, raccoons? Do you all agree? And everyone in a big chorus said, yes. Okay, great. Let's hide our harvest, and we'll take only 2 bananas and 1 orange to the great harvest. Okay, great, we did it. Now let's take our little harvest to the Great Gather, and remember, everyone, pretend like these 2 bananas and 1 orange is all the harvest we have. Off we go. This is all the millet we could gather this year. It's not much, but it's all we have. We are blessed to have something to contribute to the Great Gather. Hopefully, combined with everyone's gather, it will be enough to share equally among all, so no one runs out of food during the harsh winter months. Let's fly, owls. To the gather we go. Welcome one and all to our Great Woodland Gather. Thank you all for being so faithful, selfless, thoughtful and kind. You all have brought your entire harvests to combine and distribute equally to all. What amazing acts of kindness. Your storehouses will never lack food. Kindness and blessings will never leave your houses because you have been selfless to the needs of your neighbors, making sure everyone survives the harsh winter months. A big salute to you all. Now let's portion the harvest equally to everyone, and as is our custom, those whose harvest was small will still be given equal portion as all. You all heard the raccoons earlier crying over their small harvest and how sorry they are that they were not able to bring more. We want our raccoon friends to know we love them, and in our eyes the harvest they brought is big. Because they brought the little they had to share with us, and for that, we honor them. Hip hip hooray to the raccoons. Hooray! We were able to equally portion our great woodland harvest, and now everyone is going home with a big harvest that will nourish and supply us all winter long. Hip hip hooray to everyone. Let's all say a big thank you to God for this awesome blessing. Thank you, God. And everyone went home with more than they came with. My fellow raccoons, it has been 3 days since the Great Woodland Gather, and myself, along with many of you, have not been able to sleep well because our minds are troubled by our dishonest and selfish gain. We were treated with such warm, selfless love and care at the Great Woodland Gather. We have done nothing good to deserve such honor. We lied and deceived our dear friends. We now have a huge harvest from our selfish and dishonest scheme, but is unable to enjoy it. The very sight of our great bounty has now become a curse in our eyes and have stolen our peace. Raccoons, I was wrong in leading you all into this horrible pit. I am sorry. All the raccoons then replied and said, "We too are sorry. We are all wrong for conspiring and agreeing to such a wicked act. We treated our friends like enemies with our lies and selfishness. We are sorry and are ready to confess to our friends and right our wrong." Yes, raccoons, we will confess and right our wrong, and from this day forward we will be known for our honesty, integrity and selflessness. Moral of the story: gaining wealth through dishonesty is no gain at all. But honesty brings you a lasting happiness. The end. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe.